Hey everybody, we're here at MAX 2024, and I asked my group of compadres here something new, unique, and different that they've never seen before. And here it is, we're in the Tectino booth, and this is
Hongyun Jiang.
Honyung?
Jiang.
I got it right, I think. So Pete was telling me some really cool things about a sight glass, that this could be a revolutionary, it's a entire machine, recycling everything, right?
Yeah. And the beauty of this machine is, besides just regular recycling, recovery, recharge, we can tell you how much oil or dye is in that unit and flush it out. So this is very unique. There's nothing like this right now on the market.
Tim, what do you see here?
I think that's a big thing. If we can make sure that the system's completely dry before we service the car, before we replace whatever parts, and know that we got all the oil, got all the dye out, then we can put the fresh charge oil in with the replacement compressor, make sure the system's properly lubricated, and know that compressor's going to live a long, happy life.
So anyone who may have a 1234YF machine, this is going to replace that for them?
It could. This could be a complete replacement. But if you really want to do the job right, how many people over oil something?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how much oil or dye. This is why on 1234YF we don't have automatic oilers, because people love pressing the button, and if it went to shop A or shop B, they probably all put oil or dye in it. Too much is no good in air conditioning.
Right.
It's not going to make it colder, it's going to make it warmer. This is revolutionary. There's nothing like this on the market.
What do you think, Pete?
Well, I make it very clear now. We teach about flushing in our programs and have had for years. If the compressor is grenaded, that's not going to get that debris out of the system. That's what it's not designed. It's not designed for that. It is designed to, as G was saying, get the system out. We know, I would say probably 75% at least of the cars coming in your shop have too much oil in them. That coats the inside of the heat exchangers. They can't do their job. Another thing we always caution again is sealant. You know, now there are different types of sealant, but some of them are not real good for the car or for the machine. This gets that out as well, and it traps that as well. We all know that come to hybrid EV systems, if a technician makes the mistake and just gets a little bit of the wrong oil in, you could talk a major expense of having to replace every component of the vehicle.
Every component.
You can use this equipment to get all that out and potentially save the shop or the client a ton of money.
And the nice thing, it flushes it with refrigerant. Unlike other flush methods in the past, where we basically put like an oil or a flush type component in, you never knew if you got it all out. This is going to remove all that.
And you're going to see it. Do it.
Do you want to hire these guys as salespeople?
For sure, yeah, I count on these guys. Yeah, they are more professional than I in this
Amazing.
industry, yes.
How long has this been out, this machine? Is this new?
This is new equipment. We have it developed only 2 years.
For 2 years now?
Yeah.
So it's getting its legs, it's getting out there. People are seeing it, they're using it. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think if this gets in front of a big audience, more people would use it.
Yeah.
Once they could see the difference. You know, many vehicles can't get as cold as they should because of that too much oil or too much dye.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're flushing something out, you may even see some debris in there, some seals that maybe are breaking down. It's a really good idea to have this in the machine and recover.
So we have a sight glass. What are we actually seeing here? Different colors
Oil.
show? We're looking at oil. We're
dye.
seeing oil.
Oh,
What
you'll
is
see
it?
it.
It bubbles
You'll
and,
see it.
okay.
Think
You
of
see
this.
this?
Think of this concept. You don't know how long that oil's been in that vehicle or in that system. Oils don't last forever. You change oil, engine oil in your car, right? So if you're using this equipment, typically I would say the first thing you're going to see is a greenish, blackish tint to the refrigerant because of the old oil and however much dye has ever been added to the system. Maybe some little bits and pieces, of debris, little pepper-looking things. But as the machine continues, and this is not one particular cycle, you set the cycle for the length of time you want, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes, and you're watching this sight glass, and then eventually you're going to see that clear up. And then it's just going to be clear refrigerant because all that rest is gone. Now you know you've got it all in the system. So it's not like the old days of taking a solvent-based flush and using a little squirt gun to shoot it into the system, which is totally ineffective. There are some machines that do refrigerant charges, but pretty much it's a time cycle done. But and that's usually to get the POE or the PAG oil out of the lines. It's not designed to clean the car. That machine is designed to take
So
care
the big
of the car.
feature is the sight glass.
Well,
And the capabilities. The flushing is the feature.
capability.
Yeah.
You can
The sight
flush it
glass
with
is all
because you
visual.
can flush it with refrigerant.
Yes, that's what it uses. This is
And-
a
and it tells
1234.
you what you took out,
Yeah,
which is
this
nice.
is a 1234 way of cabinet. It does everything recover, recycle, recharge like any other machine does.
He would know. But what does this thing go for? Any idea? Guess.
No idea.
Let's guess.
Money.
Any
cost.
idea?
How much?
7,000, 7,000, 8,000?
It's around that. It's around that.
Around there?
So
Yeah,
about
around that.
$8,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
But consider, if you're able to offer the customer who has been to other shops, who's not getting their systems as performance that they would like, and you could say, hey, well, look, for $195, we can clean the system out and restore its performance versus replacing, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000 worth of physical repair you would have to do now. What's the value in that?
Zero comebacks.
Well,
And
certainly
when,
help, yeah, certainly help.
when information comes up here on how much oil you took out, I don't think it prints, but you could take a picture with your phone
Yeah.
and give that to the customer and say, look, you were definitely overcharged with oil or dye.
I think there's a printer on this where you're standing there, partner.
Oh, you're right. Does have a printer. Wow, I didn't know that.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, it's like we've just been introduced to this machine, all of us, because here at the Max Convention, which is where you guys got to come, to stay on
Yeah,
top
this
of your AC business.
This is the place if you're in air.
Yeah, you got to update so you don't evaporate. You need
That's
to
right.
be here.
Exactly. I've heard that before. Hey, thank you so much
Thank you, Tom.
for being here. Appreciate
thank you.
that.
Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff.